Let's start a Watcher run. Boop. Transform a card, random common relic, transform 2 cards, or take a random boss relic. I almost always do a boss relic swap on Watcher, despite the fact that I was just complaining about the luck for the boss relic swap on Defect. Didn't go my way. But the Watcher starting relic is just not that powerful. I'm getting a miracle, just 1 energy. It does stuff, but it's not good. Transforming cards is bad early because long term you want to get rid of your strikes, but early on you need them to beat Gremlin Knob and Lagavulin. And Common Relic is quite nice, but it's pretty small in magnitude compared to the boost in power you can get from Boss Relic, so I think we're going to go with Boss Relic here. We'll go ahead and peek at the pathing just to make sure I'm not stumbling into something crazy. Be a great map for Lament. This is like a guaranteed Mega Elite snipe, but it's not offered. So we're probably going like this way or something. Maybe this way. There's 2 elites here and no elites here, so... yeah, 3rd elite in the act. I guess there's 2 elites here. Getting 2 elites later on is pretty nice. But in order to get that, we have to skip all early elites. But we get 2 fires here, so it's something. But I think getting 3 elites in the act is probably what we want. I guess we'll see what the boss relic is. Empty Cage. Empty Cage is not a good outcome from boss relic swap. It does let you reduce the size of your deck, which makes the cards that you add constitute a higher density of the deck. And since the cards you add are much better than your basic cards, that's nice. But you end up in this odd situation where it's like, well, I don't want to remove strikes or defends right off the bat. So I think what I usually do is I strike and I defend. I could do 2 strikes. Let's see. If we do 2 strikes, I think we'd want to go on this route so that we could buy an attack here before the first elite. And since that's the route we want to go on anyway, I think we'll go ahead and remove 2 strikes. But if you don't have access to like 3 fights and probably a shop, I think this is probably a bad idea, but we do, so. Alright, Shawworm's here to attempt to punish us for losing all of our strikes. He says, oh ho, but what if your floor 1 enemy scales? What then? I don't know. I'm actually not gonna lie, the removing Vigilance Interruption was like something that popped into my head briefly. I was like, I guess I could get rid of these, like neither one of them's amazing in the late game. And I was like, no. No. Not a good idea. Okay. Only attack option is Sash Whip. Never incredibly impressed by Sash Whip, but we are against Hexaghost, so the rounding is pretty relevant on weak. Usually Sash Whip is mostly useful at the end of the game for removing artifact charge so that Talk to the Hand can hit. But it's also block against Gremlin Knob, so it's not too bad. And I feel very pressured to take an attack, having removed 2 strikes with the Empty Cage. So Sash Whip is going to get picked. Interesting. So I think we're planning on fighting 3 elites. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, these 2, and then one of these 2. So we're not like under a lot of pressure to like turn our health into power here. We've got better ways of doing that by killing elites and getting relics. I do want to use the floors that I have efficiently though, and it's possible that we have an easy time with the elites. Also, if we can like front load our upgrades like this, then it's possible we like lose less health in future fights. Sash Whip has a really good upgrade. It would be nice to get the Eruption upgraded since we're down to 3 energy. And we got rid of 2 strikes, so the upgrades are very unlikely to land on strikes. Defend upgrades are much better than strike upgrades. Vigilance upgrade I'd be pretty happy with, so I think we are going to fight the late here. Okay, yeah, that's just about the best thing I could ask for. I think if I were able to pick, I would have done Sash Whip Eruption, but Vigilance is also good. Got a really good upgrade. Okay. Can we still fight Elite Fire Elite? I think we probably can. If we lose like 10 health in these hallway fights, we're going to be in trouble, but let's not do that. A couple of louses just lousing around. Let's block out and split him at 6 so that we can kill him next turn. Actually, let's just block out and split the other one so that we can kill whichever one's attacking next turn, or possibly both. Okay. Protect is a great card, a little early for it. Reach Heaven does a lot of damage. We also have a very small deck, so we're going to draw the Through Violence quicker than normal. We're a little bit low on energy. But being able to go Eruption Through Violence is pretty insane early on. And as I've been mentioning repeatedly, we're under quite a bit of pressure to pick some attacks. So I definitely feel like Reach Heaven is pretty reasonable here. Very thin deck, 10 cards. Pretty unusual situation. Both Protect and Reach Heaven have retain properties. The Through Violence retains. We could do Stance Changing. No, I don't think Empty Body is correct. We do have Vigilance Plus, so we would like to play Vigilance a lot. And Stance Changing helps us do that. I think it's Reach Heaven. Alright, our last easy pool fight. I kind of want to Erupt on the Acid Slam and strike the Spike Slam, but I think I'll Reach Heaven onto him instead. So that I'm not exposed. Sash Whip Vigilance blocks out. Does 10 damage. I guess we have lethal. Never mind. Okay. Second shot at Sash Whip. We don't need 2 of them. We've already got a Sash Whip Plus. Follow-up and Flurry of Blows. Both cost 0, which is interesting. A little bit early for a Flurry of Blows. We haven't really, we're not really locked into stance changing stuff, and picking a Flurry of Blows would definitely lock us in. I don't like being locked in. So I think we'll just pick a follow-up. Okay. And I don't feel like I'm under a lot of pressure to pick an attack anymore. We kind of got all the ones we need. Deceive Reality is great. Card remove is very efficient because we've already removed several cards, so card removes are good with card removes. Can't afford any of the relics. No big losses there. Dead Branch is not super good with Watcher. Could pick a Foresight. Foresight's quite nice. Especially with a thin deck, if you can Foresight, you have a lot of control over which cards you are never drawing. I guess that's actually not true. What really matters with Foresight is the ratio between the 5 cards you draw per turn and any additional card draw you have, because Foresight will always has a constant relationship with those 5 cards. But if you draw any further cards, you don't get to scry them first. We could just take Ambrosia and try and nuke the next fight with like a Through Violence. Could save us some health. We are at 39, so we might be able to buy an upgrade if we take the Ambrosia Pop. I'm not like wild about either of these. But I also don't think that Ambrosia is going to let us just like not take any damage. I guess if it's Lagavulin, there's a decent chance we could perfect the fight by the Ambrosia Pop. Hmm. Okay. It's sentries. Okay. Vigilance blocked out. Nothing else to do here. Really bad draw there. You really want to be doing stuff on turn 1. We could, like, Eruption, then Divinity Stance and kill one. Let's see. So how does that work out? So we do 9 damage, and we do this while we're not in Divinity. We don't want to exit Ambrosia into Eruption, I don't think, unless we can kill both. If we can kill both, maybe. Okay, so how much total damage do we have? It's 18, 36, plus 30 is 66, plus 21 is 87. 87 is bigger than 82, so if we can allocate that perfectly, that would be nice, but we can't? Yeah, we can't. And then this does either 9 or 27. So if we do 9 to the one who's low, then we can finish him off with the 36 from these, and kill the other one with the 51. Too bad Reach Heaven's in the bottom of the drop out. Yeah, I mean, Ambrosia's stance blocking for 20 here is pretty amazing, so let's do that. Okay. Eruption, Reach Heaven is not lethal, and I can't play it. I would love to play Reach Heaven, but it looks like this is just going to be Vigilance Pass. I guess we could Blessing of the Forge, Vigilance, Eruption, Reach Heaven. We end up in Wrath mode, we take 8 damage, we do 29 damage. Yeah, I'd rather block out. Save the potion. Okay, hoping to draw 2 strikes next turn. That would be nice. And we did. Cool. I think we're perfect with that fight. Captain's Wheel's nice. Interesting. Do we take Brilliance? Through Violence is insane if you, with Divinity. Deceive Reality is also nice. I almost bought that at the store, but couldn't afford it and the Ambrosia Potion. Be our first defensive tool, other than Sashwick Plus. I like Brilliance quite a bit. Brilliance hits really hard. The problem with Brilliance is I feel like after you pick Brilliance early, you end up having to pick like Prostrate, and picking Prostrate's kind of tough to swallow without a bunch of card draw at least. I mean, we could find tomorrow, but I can't. I'm not planning around that. I don't have it right now. I mean, Brilliance is just like, if it's just a 1-mana attack that hits for 12, it's fine, right? maybe we find like a worship or something. The deck needs an identity. We're currently just like hitting people with good cards. Yeah, it's just really good. Deceive Reality is good too, but that's really nice. I think we can afford a Smith here. We bought that with perfecting the last fight. Actually, can we? If we're gonna do 2 elites, I guess it kind of depends on how good the upgrade is. Captain's Wheel is also insane against both of the 2 elites that we can be coming up against. It's like super, super good against Gremlin Knob. It's also super good against Lagavulin, so we're in a really good spot there. It would be really nice to upgrade Eruption. Get that decosted. We'll do that. We've got some pretty nice potions too. Okay, so we don't want to wake him up this turn. We want to wake him up specifically next turn. It doesn't really matter what's in hand. I will strike him because we have several things that trigger if we played an attack last turn. So we will play an attack this turn. Alright, Eruption Follow-Up Brilliance seems like a fine way to wake him up. Do we ever Blessing the Forge here? We get 4 extra damage here and 4 extra damage here, so we get 8 extra damage. If we end up Liquid Memorizing this fight, it's probably on the Brilliance. And then it would be right now. So this says 9, this would do, if we upgrade it, 22, and then this would do, if we upgrade it, 32. 22 plus 32 is 54, plus 9 is 63. And then this does 20, so we're up to 83, plus 12 is 95, plus another 20, if we Liquid Memories this, is lethal. Seems like a fine plan. We might also not have to do it if we draw more efficient damage per energy cards than Reach Heaven. But wait, that depends on us doing Blessing of the Forge this turn? No, we could do Blessing of the Forge next turn on Reach Heaven and then get it back. Okay, so this does 30 if we upgrade it, and this does 18, so 48, plus another 30 is 78. Or we could triple defend. Nah, let's use both potions. Pretty happy with that. Using potions extremely aggressively this run, but I've been handed a lot of potions, so... there's a Wish. Doesn't really combo with Brilliance at all, but it's a really good card. It gives us a side quest, which is a little bit awkward. Side quests and Divinity decks don't mix super well, since whenever you go into Divinity is kind of when you want to end the fight. But Wish is really good. I don't think I can pass Wish. A Mummified Hand. I guess let's see. So I haven't seen any powers yet, so I missed it. Okay. We can take this Doubt and then immediately go to a shop. We're getting way more lucky this run than last run. This seems really good. Okay, probably want to remove that Doubt. There's a Prostrate here. Start to upgrade the Brilliance. Could buy Ceramic Fish and then some cards. Could buy a Melange and a Foresight. Get a bunch of scrying going. Hope for a Weave. Let's get rid of the doubt first. Bowling Bash is nice, but I think we're full on just like sort of basic damage cards. Okay. Sash Whip, Brilliance, Follow Up, Reach Heaven seems like enough. Bowling Bash is strength scaling. Bowling Bash is strength scaling, and we have Wish for strength. So that's something. Wreath of Flame is also strength scaling. Kinda. Do we need the Prostrate? It's an okay card. It's really expensive. Paying 57 for a Prostrate seems like way too much. Foresight is already a really good card, so I don't need to be tempted too bad, but Mummified Hand does make it really good. I can't afford Ceramic Fish Foresight. Do I ever buy a Ceramic Fish? So how many cards would I have to add to my deck for it to pay for itself? It's 18 cards before it pays for itself, so we'd be up to a 32 card deck. That's higher than I usually go, so I'm not buying Ceramic Fish. That's foolish. Okay. We could do like... What are we doing with the Mummified Hand? There's a Wish to discount. Wish and Reach Heaven. So we got some pretty big hits already. Prostrate is nice because it can't get hit with the Mummified Hand discount. So we could do Prostrate Foresight. And try and make that happen. And buy a potion. Or we could buy a second Reach Heaven. That seems wrong. It seems like if I want Foresight, I should just buy Melange, though. I guess Melange is a little bit less impactful than Foresight, because it's every time you shuffle rather than every turn. But you don't have to play Melange. I wish Melange triggered at the beginning of the fight. Yeah, Foresight with Mummified Hand is the whole reason we're talking. Whole thing we're talking about. Yeah, I think I like Foresight Prostrate Potion. Okay. And then Elite. Sentries again. Foresight's super good in this fight. Probably want to like Reach Heaven follow up Foresight defend. Actually, we want to end with an attack if we can, and we can if we decost Reach Heaven. So we like defend, follow up Foresight, Reach Heaven. Okay. The strike is definitely good. Strike plus Fire Pot kills the front guy. I think we're probably not going into Eruption here. And defend is good. Alright. So the turn's going to be Vigilance Prostrate, in addition to, I guess, Strike. Doesn't really matter if we Sash Whip or Strike. I guess we could just defend Prostrate and take one and not go into Calm. Calm is not that important because we know we're not entering Vigilance anytime soon. So let's start off with this. Okay. Through Violence and Wish seem good. If I got rid of 2 cards I could shuffle now, which would be nice because of we'll get less dazes before we shuffle. I guess I could keep the through violence and look for 2 strikes to try and kill the guy right now. Seems pretty reasonable. Wish is good though. This seems crazy. Oh, is this the wheel turn? You're right. Okay, we'll just look for strikes then. Maybe if we're really greedy, we could take gold here. We can play plated armor. Yeah, I kind of like keeping wish. Okay, we'll see what we draw. So we do have lethal with the through violence brilliance. Skipping brilliance seems wrong. This is the only turn we're going to get to wish reliably. I usually want to wish for plated armor in this fight, because then 1 block is enough to block out. And that should get us through the fight without taking any more damage. We are against Hexaghost, so the marginal utility of health is pretty low. If we go down to 36, or if we go down to 35, that'd be basically the same as staying at the current health. Alright, we're going to wish for gold. Totally irresponsible. I love it. No rush on using through violence, we can do that whenever. Cool. And hopefully we'll do it in Wrath mode. Okay, so we can block out this turn by killing him. There's no point in keeping all of these, so I'll lose the strike. I guess I'd have to spend all of them to block. One of them is just doing 1 damage, so I'm wasting 9. Could just defend and take 5. Taking 5 is basically the same as not taking any, as I just described. Alright, I'm gonna go for the super greedy play. And hopefully we kill one of those, or both of those, with Eruption through violence next turn. We did get the Eruption. Follow-up's nice too. Yeah, I think that's probably gonna be lethal. Okay. I think no for all these. We don't Halt and Metal Fortress are both good if you can go into and out of Wrath reliably. We don't have any stance exits or Wrath enters. Or Calm enters. We don't have any Wrath enters or Wrath exits, I guess. And we're mostly looking to build up to Divinity mode. Second stash up I don't think is necessary. Alright, Hard Pool Lice. Vigilance Vigilance Defend Prostrate blocks out. Seems a little bit unnecessary. Wish for Plated Armor Prostrate blocks for 10 and we take 3. We can't kill them with Reach Heaven, doesn't do enough damage. But we could set one to 1 or 2 or 5. Yeah, I don't want to spend the block pot unless it's blocking for a lot, though. I guess we could wish for gold block pot prostrate. I'm not sure why we're trying to go into Act 2 with a bunch of gold, but I guess we can. Um, it seems like the block bot is worth more than 25 gold though, so I think we just chill. We can get prostrate later. Alright, Brilliance kills one, as long as it's not this one. So I think it's going to be that one. Sash Whip him to reduce the damage. Follow up on him to split him. Defend, strike does nothing. But ending turn with an attack is good. Taking 8. We could end the fight now, but we don't want to. He is still a bigger threat, so we'll kill him. We can defend prostrate and take 1 foresight to try and find wish. And not play either of these because of Art of War. We're trying to play wish and kill him next turn ideally. There's wish. How do we kill him? Okay. Alright. I don't think we want any of these. We got 2 damage commons. Crush Joints is kind of neat with Sash Whip to have lots of ways of removing debuffs, but we don't need that. It also says if the last card played was a skill, whereas we have we're trying to end our turns with a strike currently because of Sash Whip and follow up, or with an attack, not a strike. Pressure Points is bad. Flying Suits is fun. We have a couple of retain cards already. The Reach Heaven through Violence. I guess we didn't pick the other one we were considering. I don't remember what it was, but through Violence is the only retain. Okay. We could lose 7 HP, that would put us at 19. It does cross a threshold, crosses the 24 threshold. We get to remove another card. Hey, Aquadome Champ. I don't think so. I'm not really good enough at Chexy to play in a tournament. Getting gold is fun. We could go into Act 2 with 200 gold. That's enough to like free up our pathing, so it feels efficient to go into a shop, because as long as you have at least 180, then you can afford the shop relic. So if we destroy it, we get that. Destroy also just like feels like a premium option, because it's like, ooh, you only get this if you have like a whatever. It's the brilliance in the deck that lets us do it. I guess Reach Heaven does it too, but you have to have an attack that has like 7 or more attack, I think. I don't know what the threshold is. Maybe it's 10. But removing a card from the deck seems really good. Get rid of one more of those strikes. It's an attack that costs 2 or more. Is that really it? Huh. I thought it was a damage threshold. Interesting. That's wild. Losing 7 health here is, we only lose 1 net health, because we cross a Hexaghost threshold where he would do 6 additional damage. That is all assuming that we don't block him on turn 2, which we might be able to do. But I think removing a card is really good. Okay. I didn't realize until now, but Wing Statue is a cultist thing, right? Yeah. So my 100% cultist card should have included Wing Statue. Probably want Wish upgraded. Wish has got a really good upgrade. Prostrate has a nice upgrade too. Doesn't seem like much, but getting into Divinity after, like, if you get a Prostrate plus and a Prostrate, then it's once every 2 shuffles, whereas currently it's once every 5 shuffles. So ideally you want to pick 2 Prostrates and upgrade one of them, is what I'm saying. Yeah, I think Wish is getting it, though. Okay. Sure. Why not? Alright, he's stacked for 12, we can block for 12. We have a 50-50 shot at being able to play Wish free this turn. I don't think we can make it any better. Ah, we missed. We don't really need the Ascender's Bane, but there is some value to just exhausting it. Might as well go into Eruption here, since we blocked out anyway. Oops, should have ended with an attack there. That's a mistake. But a small one. Alright, we're gonna want a way to get out of Wrath mode, but I won't skip Brilliance. Okay, we did find Vigilance. So it's probably gonna be Prostrate, Brilliance, Vigilance. It seems pretty good. Okay. You don't want burns for sure. He's only attacking for 6. I think I'll take a risk on drawing another defend. Okay. It worked. He is not attacking this round, but we can still weaken him for next turn. Oof. I ordered those wrong again somehow, not ending with an attack. This is a 6x2 attack. Seems like we need the defense. Looks like we're a little bit behind. If we find Eruption this turn, we get lethal probably. We need to keep these two to hope for that. We did get Eruption. 9 plus 40 is 49, plus 36 is 85, plus follow-up lethal. Okay. Cool. I don't care about Wish. It's nice. I don't have to play it. Second Brilliance is pretty good. For building around Brilliance, I kind of want 2 of them. We've only got the 1 Prostrate. So Wish is kind of interesting with Prostrate. So if we get Strength, we kind of want to get like a bunch of Just Luckies and card draw, right? We want 0 cost attacks. Follow-up works too. We don't really have the card draw part of that. It's usually like Cut Through Fates in Watcher. Deus Ex Machina could help us if we don't get an Energy Relic. Getting enough energy to do stuff. It's pretty helpful with the Mummified Hand, so you can like retain the miracles until you need to like empty the hand and then get the power to hit the exact perfect thing. Master Reality is a power, so we could use it to decost stuff. We do generate cards during fights. We generate through violence. I believe when it's upgraded it does 30 damage. I'm gonna check that, because it's pretty rare to have an upgraded through violence. It is 30. Oh yeah, I can just do the thingamajig. We'd have to be picking it over Brilliance, though. If we want Brilliance, we want 2 of them, right? Yeah, hard to argue against that. And Master Reality is just generally pretty poor. Snecko Eye, Runic Pyramid, Busted Crown. If we Runic Pyramid, do we ever get into trouble? Our hand being full of garbage? No. And in fact, Runic Pyramid's really good with Divinity, because you can like set up the thing perfectly. And do exactly what you want. Snecko Eye is nice as well. We have Wish, so we get a big decost on that. Mummified Hand is always good with Snecko Eye. The Eruption Plus feels like a bit of a waste, but not a huge deal. It is kind of bad with Reach Heaven through Violence, because it randomizes the cost of through Violence. The whole point of through Violence is it costs 0. It's the easy way out. I think we're just taking Pyramid here. Yeah, Prostrate, that's true. Pyramid seems great. Okay. Looks like we're not forced into a shop, but we could optionally explore some. How bad do we want question marks? I don't know. How badly do we want the elites? I also don't know. This looks like a pretty tempting path. 3 question marks, 2 fights. 2 fights is the Act 2 easy pool. Act 2 question marks are really good. However, we end up at this elite, and then we only get 2 in the act, either this one or that one. And the path up the middle has 3. But the path up the middle is fraught with danger. 4 fights. We do get a fire before the first elite. So if these beat us up, we get to heal. And getting a lot of card rewards is not too bad, because we kind of want more divinity. If we go to a late shop, I think that would be good. Hunting elites for a specific relic is a terrible idea. There's a lot of relics. I mean, getting relics is good. Hunting for a specific relic is not a good idea. You shouldn't think that way. It will cause you to die. I think I like this right path. Probably going like this. I guess there's an extra question mark here. Oh wait. Oh, they both have 1. This one has 2. Okay, so the right path has more question marks. Alright. We can like Vigilance Defend. Okay. We just picked up Runic Pyramid. I always fuck this up because I always think like, okay, I'll do this and then I'll draw 5 cards next turn, and then I'm like, oh wait, I keep the same cards as last turn. So I need to pay attention to that. Vigilance Defend does a pretty decent job of blocking out this turn. We still take, what is it, 5 damage. Alright, Celia round Sir Artemal. I guess it's 4 damage? No, it's 5. Lets us set up for Eruption and stuff. Yeah, you're on the list for the playtest. It's not this week. I don't know when it is. Alright, let's set this up. Hopefully Eruption kills both. That would be nice. Not much block available this turn. We can't decost Wish, there's no powers in hand. Prostrate Defend blocks for 9, they're attacking for 22, so probably using the old block pot this turn. Which means that we could Wish for Strength. Leaves us with a handful of ouch. Eruption, Sashwit, Brilliance, Strike. Okay. I think we're wishing for strength to try and get this fight over with before they mug me. Alright, they're both running. Cowards. But we've got a lot of damage. We really, really want to play Reach Heaven this turn to make sure we get it next turn. And we probably want to enter Wrath for Reach Heaven, so we'll play Eruption first. I guess we need to think about where the damage is going. Make sure we're allocating it efficiently. They're pretty similar health totals, so it probably doesn't matter too much. Eruption plus Reach Heaven is 13 plus 14, that's 27. 27 plus 14 is 51. Okay, so we do that on Mugger, it's pretty efficient. Doesn't look efficient now that I'm here. I'm not sure what I did wrong. Killing Mugger still seems right because he blocks for a lot more. I guess we're killing both. Math? What happened to you? Like Water seems good. It blocks out. I think we're most of the time going to be in Calm. It looks like the pattern is like, for hallway fights, we go into Calm as soon as we see Vigilance. And then we Eruption and end the fight, and for boss fights we like go into Calm, and then we go into Eruption, play some attacks, go into Calm on the same turn, and then eventually go into Divinity. 27 plus 14 equals 51. That is that wrong? Yeah, it's wrong. So it's only 41. But, like, the math was wrong in the other direction. I was, like, doing way more damage than I was expecting. I'm not sure what happened. I think I was just counting without the strength. I, like, didn't look at the cards. I didn't realize each card was doing 8 more than it's supposed to. I thought I was talking about Wrath, but I guess... I don't know what the fuck happened there. I did the actual math wrong and forgot a lot of the terms, so... yeah, Like Water seems great. We need powers for Mummified Hand. We have a lot of control over when we're in Calm because of Runic Pyramid. This fucking event. Well, we're not going to a fire before the first elite. Guess we're taking a decay. We could go here, try and fight through these with, what is it, 29 HP. We don't have, like, a ton of max HP, though, so it's not like we heal to like, 60 here. Seems kind of irresponsible. Alright. Gross. Usually you want the special relic from this. Transforming two cards is kind of scary, because if the cards are really bad and really expensive, yeah, I definitely did my math wrong. No doubt about that. So transforming cards is scary with Runic Pyramid because you get expensive and bad cards that are stuck in your hand forever. But currently those cards are a Strike and a Defend, which are already pretty likely to get stuck in my hand for forever, and for me to want to get rid of. So not a huge cost. I don't hate getting jaxed here. We don't have any healing per fight, but it's a 0-cost card. We're clearly doing some kind of strength scaling because we have Wish in the deck. Also, like, Divinity inherently scales strength, right? Because it triples your damage, so it triples the contribution from strength. So getting jaxed adds 6 damage to all of our attacks when we're in Divinity mode. Losing 3 health is not great, though. Can you upgrade this card? What does it upgrade to? up. So it goes up to 3 strength when you upgrade him. Not super impressive. If we get orange pellets, mutagenic strength is really good. I wish I had Birdface Urn. Birdface Urn plus Mummified Hand is so fun. I think I'm just going to transform 2 cards. These are all really good, though. Scrawl is not good with this archetype. Prostrate is extremely good. We definitely wanted another Prostrate, so that worked out really well. Probably looking to remove a card since we have a Curse and only 3 defense left. Okay, well that worked out pretty well. All right. Prostrate blocks. Reach Heaven's Sash Whip blocks a little bit too, in addition to doing a plated armor damage. Alright, well, I think that's the best we can do this turn. Vigilance Like Water is nice. Blocks for 14, that blocks out. It could decost something though, and it's something I probably wouldn't want to play unless it's Wish. I guess I'll take a chance on it. Could happen. 1 in 4. Hey, it did happen. Wow. Okay, so Wish for what? We could wish for money, go to a store. I think we're gonna wish for plated armor here. Okay. Prostrate's always happening. Eruption Fallout Brilliance is quite a bit of damage. And it looks like we can handle the damage return, so he'd be hitting us for 28, but we already have that blocked out. And then Brilliance through Violence is probably lethal next turn. Okay. I'll go ahead and play Foresight just for fun. I'll go ahead and keep all these. Through Violence is very inexpensive, so Scrawl might actually be useful. Consecrate costs 0. Can be difficult for Runic Pyramid deck to keep the hand clean. So picking 0 cost cards kind of helps with that. Rushdown also costs 0. It's a lot of card draw, but it could decost something. Getting a lot of 0 cost stuff and card draw with Scrawl is pretty exciting. And so I kind of like Rushdown because it's 0 cost stuff and card draw, and it makes other things 0 cost. So that seems pretty good. Let's see. Are there any other things we want to consider here? Do we need a Bowling Bash? I don't think so. Bowling Bash is good in the bird fight. Let's see. What are we likely to encounter here? Well, Slaver's Book of Stabbing and Gremlin Leader are the options. Which one are we most afraid of? Probably Slavers. Right, let's pick the Rushdown and go fight him. Alright, it's Gremlin Leader. Okay. Attacking on turn 1. And we can't kill the fat gremlin. We can do 14 damage. Not enough. So I guess we just block as much as we can. Which is clearly not enough, but... I think we're pretty thankful that he's attacking on turn 1. That means he's not buffing. The scariest pattern for Gremlin Leader is like buff attack. Because then, what do you do to that? He just kills you. Double Brilliance, defend like water, blocks most of the damage, kills the fat gremlin. Could hit Wish, so 50-50. Ooh, it did. I think we need either plated armor or strength. I think we'll go with strength in this fight. We need to end it before they scale too high. Okay. Alright, looks like this is the turn to empty my hand and scrawl a little bit. So we play like Prostrate, Defend, Sash Whip, Foresight, and then it... Oh wait, that's all 3 energy, so if it would have to hit the Scrawler, so we wouldn't be able to play it, and then we'd be drawing a bunch of cards with 0 energy. Scrawl's hard to manage in this deck. We definitely want to play Reach Heaven before we draw too much. Reach Heaven Sash Whip kills the Sneaky Gremlin, although we might want to land that weak on the leader. Be nice to draw 3 cards to get the Eruption. I guess we could just scroll now. That means we're missing out on Reach Heaven. Or it means we're missing out on Through Violence in this shuffle. It's not too bad though. Draws 5 cards, shuffles and draws 2. Prostrate first, draw an extra card. Seems fine. And then rush down, decost something random, defend, sure. So this Reach Heaven is going to do 28, so we can use that to kill Sneaky Gremlin. Except we don't have enough energy, just kidding. Follow-up is not quite enough. I guess a Brilliance is enough, though. So we'll just kill him with that. Seems like a waste. Oh, we do have enough Reach Heaven. Okay, so that was the plan originally, so let's do that. Let's do Follow-up before we run out of energy. And then... Prostrate Brilliance. Try to kill him next turn. Defensively draw an extra card. Nobody's attacking. Okay, I think we just kill him then. Oh wait, we can go into Divinity mode too. Wow. Okay. Nice. Ice Cream, huh? We got the old Ice Cream Runic Pyramid combo, which would retain everything. I was kind of looking for a fasting. I think I want it less now that I have Ice Cream. Ice Cream Pyramid always confuses me so much. It's like, do I play anything this turn, or I could just save it all for next turn? Inner Piece is a bunch of card draw. I don't think we're really in a place where we need a bunch of card draw. The Rushdown is enough for the moment. And I think that applies for the Wheel Kick too. Skewer, I guess. Yeah, I think no on fasting. Let's skip the rest. Okay, well that was, we survived that in pretty fine style. I was planning on needing to rest immediately, but I think maybe we go fight this guy and then go to a fire. And see if we need to rest, because we do slightly prefer the right-hand path, the 2 question marks. It's a Snake Plant. We're going to want to Sash Whip, which means we have to play one of the 2 Brilliances first. Let's Foresight and see if we can discount one of them. We did. Oh, we don't want to Sash Whip. He's not attacking. I always assume he's attacking on turn 1, but he's not. Alright, let's scroll them. We should play the Brilliance this turn, because it only costs 0 for this turn. But, Mantra first, and the Brilliance, and then I guess follow up while it's free. And we'll try to decost the Wish with the Rush Down and Like Water. And miss. Twice. Okay. I'll go ahead and play the Sash Whip because it costs 0. Might as well. Makes him weak for next turn anyway. Don't need a Sunder's Bane. He is attacking this turn. I saw it flash up there. Don't particularly need to go into Wrath right now. Would we have had lethal if we went into Wrath? Maybe that was the wrong decision. Because we have Through Violence. And, like, Prostrate Brilliance. I wish that I could play Wish and Vigilance, but that costs 5, and we only have 3. How about Prostrate, Defend, Vigilance? Box for 12 plus 3 is 15. Sitting for 18, that's not too bad. Oh wait, then we block for 5 at the end of the turn, so that blocks out. Yeah, that seems fine. We could play Through Violence, but it doesn't draw us an extra card, so there's no reason. We're already blocking for 18, he's hitting for 24. Eruption could be lethal here, we're weak. Yeah, no problem, Monzon. Enjoyed your stream. Is it lethal? So if we like Eruption, Prostrate, Brilliance is confusingly still doing 12 damage because we got 4 and then the damage gets reduced by 4. Let's see. I think that if I were designing a card game, as I am wont to do, rather than making the numbers green if they're higher than normal and red if they're lower than normal, I would make the numbers blue if they're higher than normal and red if they're lower than normal. And then if a number has been both increased and decreased, I would just make it purple. Because this just, it's the normal number, but it's not clear from looking at this card that that 12 is actually like a 16, but it only does 12 damage because you're weak. And it's not the original 12. Okay, so if I Prostrate, Mantra goes up to 6, his damage goes up to 18, 36 with the Eruption, but then we're weak, so he loses 9 damage, goes down to 27. 27 plus the 6 is 33, minus the 3 from the Malleable is 30, so he'd be at 21 with 4 armor. So 24, sort of. And then this would do... sorry, it does 20 originally, so it would do 40. But then I am weak, so it would do 30. So it's lethal, because he's at 24. We are skipping Wish, right? Or did we already play Wish? Oh, we already played... Wait, what happened? Where is Wish? Oh, Wish is in hand. Okay. We could just try to block this turn. Seems like we could pull that off pretty easily. Can we just like Wish, Defend, Prostrate this turn? Sitting for 24, we're blocking for 18, we only need to block for 6. Yeah, we can do that. Okay, so let's just Wish for gold and kill him next turn. None of this matters, because we already have lethal in hand. Okay. A Flex Pot. Another fasting, okay. Empty Body. interesting. Just Lucky is also quite good with the Runic Pyramid Ice Cream Thingamajig. Scales with strength. Helps us draw the correct cards. Costs 0. Seems like almost anything that costs 0 we're pretty excited about currently. Sometimes Empty Body costs less than 0, which is always very exciting. And cards are free. Do we have... How do we block? We'll block with like Water and Prostrates. And Vigilance Plus, I guess. Seems like we could use the Empty Body. Empty Body would enable us to pick cards like Inner Calm, stuff like that. It's also upgraded. Blocks for 10. It kind of fights with like Water though, which is not great. Just Lucky also blocks, although not for as much. Fasting is good with Prostrate. It's also a power, so it decosts something. Goes along with our strength scaling game plan, but we have 3 energy. I don't think we can afford fasting, at least until we find orange pellets. These are all pickable, I think, though. I think probably fasting's the worst, and then skip. And then, I haven't figured out the other 2, which is unfortunately the important part. Empty Body's upgraded. Never, like, a super enthusiastic Empty Body picker. I think I will pick it here. Looks like we are okay to not rest here, I think. I think we can probably handle the next elite at 30. Upgrading Scrawl would be a pretty big deal. I wish that upgraded Brilliance dealt damage equal to double the mantra gained this combat. I think that's the way this should scale. Like Water would be really big. Let's do Like Water. I think Like Water is pretty important. Horncleat, we're well on our way to becoming a boat. With the Horncleat and the Captain's Wheel. I've done it before, but it's been a while. It's Book of Stabbing. We can play our whole hand. We cannot trigger Sash Whip's weakness. I think we're going to save Sash Whip for later. The weak is fairly relevant. Also, if we don't play an attack, we get an extra energy. So I think we're just going to Empty Body and then Like Water. Oh great, it hit Wish. I was prepared to play Rushdown if it hit Sash Whip, but we don't need to. Looks like Plated Armor is pretty helpful in this fight. It's a little slow though. So maybe we pick Strength. Yeah, let's pick Strength and try and win. Instead of just losing slower. Okay, I'll keep these 2. No reason to play it now. With both Runic Pyramid and Ice Cream. Shouldn't play things unless there's a reason to do so. Alright, so the Captain's Saga is beginning. We just need to block for 7 this turn. Defend Prostrate does that. And then we can play Foresight. To get better cards next turn, or we could just not do that. It's going to hit Brilliance, Sash Whip, or Eruption if we do that. I guess we could do it first and maybe it hits the Defend, which would be nice. Oh, it did. Wow. Okay. So I'll just hold on to that 4 energy and blow him up later. We don't really need to Calm Enter. It seems like we're going to Wrath this turn. Is that true? We have 8 energy, so we can go into and out of Wrath. I think that's probably the plan. Seems like our hand's going to be pretty full, though. I don't think we need Scroll right now. Alright, let's start with Prostrate. And then we probably want to reach Heaven before we Eruption so that our Rushdown could draw us the through Heaven. Okay. Actually, we want to Rushdown before Reach Heaven so that Rushdown could hit Reach Heaven. Oh man, it did! Cool. And then we'll enter Wrath, drawing some cards. One of them is Through Violence. Apply the Weak, which seems like we need. And then Through Violence and both Brilliances. And the fight. A Gira. A lot of weird ways of scaling strength here available. We could have double Rushdown. I don't hate that. Really be able to turbo through the deck with 2 copies of Rushdown. We'd need a Tantrum and like more stance exits. Not really convinced that's necessary. Cut Through Fate is often good. Excuse me. Let's see. I think we're probably just skipping these. Yeah, okay. Let's get the extra question mark. We'll get to just straight upgrade a card. Okay. Seems like Scrawl's probably what we're looking for. Prostrate, actually. Prostrate would give us a activation after 2 shuffles, which is quite a bit quicker than halfway through the 3rd shuffle. Yeah, let's do that. Scrawl does want that upgrade, though. Okay. Ooh, triple cultist. This is a tough one. Alright, no reason to hold on to the Prostrate. I think we're gonna Eruption Like-Water Scrawl and just go. Let's get started. And then we could Foresight, but if it hits a Defend, we're kind of sad. That's okay. It hit the Sash Whip. Okay. I guess I'll play it because it costs 0. We're not guaranteed to draw Vigilance next turn. Oh, I guess we are because the Foresight. Follow-up is free. Seems wrong to skip Brilliance. We're skipping one of these cards. The other card is Rushdown. Other cards are Rushdown and Vigilance. I think I'm okay if I skip either Rushdown or Vigilance. It was Rushdown. Okay. We could Brilliance somebody to death, and then Vigilance. These guys are hitting for 6. If we exit, and we're probably going to exit with Empty Body, I think. So we could, like, Brilliance, follow-up. Brilliance plus follow-up does 48 damage. Not quite enough to kill either high health cultist, but 1 Brilliance kills the low health cultist. I guess if we wished for strength, then the Reach Heaven could kill 1, but I don't. We're exiting Wrath this turn, so I think Brilliance is gonna have to do it. Okay, let's just target the low health one. I don't know why putting somebody at 4 means I can't ever do 4 damage. Sure. Okay. And then we need to... We're already blocked out, so we don't need to play more block. But it would be nice to play Wish for gold in this fight, I think. So let's try and hit it with a power. Actually, we can just play it. We can just play it right now. Okay. And then let's play a power to get some stuff out of hand. Yeah, this draws an extra card. Okay. That puts us into Divinity. Seems good. I think we kill both with that. Let's kill him. And then enter Divinity. Kill that guy. Alright. Another Master Reality being offered. Probably not what we're looking for. Empty Fist is a way to exit our stance, which means we could re-enter Wrath more often. A little bit skeptical that's going to be good. I think these are all skip. Hiding. Each button. Alright, this one's a fight. The hard pool one at that. We don't have to play anything here, so we are not going to. Alright. Imagine if you had Runic Pyramid, Ice Cream, and Calipers. So just like all of your stuff stays at the end of every turn. I guess Runic Pyramid, Ice Cream, and Barricade is the real dream, but Barricade isn't a relic. Okay, so they are hitting for 21. I'm blocking for 14. Need to generate 7 more block. That sounds like double prostrate to me. That's 8. What else do we want to do? We could Eruption Vigilance. Do some shenanigans in the middle. Let's do this part first. I guess Vigilance means we're overblocking by a bunch, so we'll save that if we can. Let's develop Reach Heaven this turn. Brilliance is going to do 34. Eruption's going to do 9, so that is 45, which is enough to kill Sentry pretty conveniently, so we'll start attacking Spheric Guardian and leave those to kill him later. And we need to get rid of one more card, so it'll be a follow-up. Oh, we're frail now. I guess I didn't think about that. So the math changes somewhat. Probably doesn't matter. Are we playing Eruption before or after Rushdown? I think we probably don't care too much about the card draw with a Scrawl in hand and 8 energy. So let's play Eruption first. Okay. I guess we missed the wish there. Probably could have wished. Tranquility seems good. Costs 0. Enters Calm. Seems like we need more Calm enters because we have a Lake Water. It says Retain on it, which is kind of a waste of time because we have Runic Pyramid. But honestly, just a 0 cost Enter Calm. I think I'll take it. I think that's worse than both of these potions, so let's skip it. Alright, he is not attacking us on turn 1, so we could wish... I think we're going to wish for Strength. This fight can be pretty scary. It's doubly scary because we have Runic Pyramid, so the super expensive Defend is going to be stuck in our hand for forever. Prostrate means we block out. It's going to be difficult to Eruption Vigilance because Vigilance costs 3. Let's play Foresight and see if it lands on anything good. Hit that Defend. I should have memorized the cost of my hand before I played the Vigilance because I don't remember what the original cost of that Defend is, which is kind of unfortunate. I think think I'm going to play Vigilance to get it out of hand. Yeah, we're going to have hand size problems. So let's play Vigilance and defend. We don't need Rush Down, we need attacks. 3 mana scroll. Excellent. Okay. So let's go into Wrath mode this turn. Let's play Prostrate and block for 20 and try and kill him. Oh, you're right. That one was before Snecko. Okay, so we should have lethal next turn. And we do. Okay. Always a scary fight. Especially so with the Runic Pyramid. Second guy be Tranquility, I think no. The other one was upgraded, which made it much better. Sash Whip, no. Wreath Flames, also no. Okay. We're here. We're about to fight Hyper Beam guy. That seems really scary. I don't think we have Hyper Beam levels of block. We need to go really fast to kill him. We have a bunch of money, because we've been wishing. So, if we can make it to Act 3 and get to a shop there, that would be really good for us. If we lift, we'll get more strength. And our gear actually does something. If we smith, we probably take the other prostrate, I guess. Let's see. So the difference between... Actually, if I don't upgrade the prostrate, or if I do, I still have to play 4 to go into Divinity. And I think going into Divinity the first time is way more important than subsequent times. So upgrading it does make it so that it's 4, then 3, then 3, but I don't think I really care about the third time I go into Divinity. Probably doesn't matter. So yeah, none of these upgrades are particularly good. Scrawl, obviously, is the best one. But I think that's worse than getting a strength. The real question is, do I survive this fight if I don't go up to 48? I think the answer is probably no. But I think I'm going to do it anyway. Because otherwise this gear is just going to be nothing for the rest of the game. And that makes me sad. Okay, we don't have to do anything here. So I guess we don't. I guess if we play Reach Heaven, we could draw the Through Violence sooner. It seems like playing an attack is a really bad idea with Art of War and Ice Cream. Lack of hand space is also a resource that we care about with the Scrawl. So we could Scrawl now while it draws 6 cards. But then we're not going to be able to empty our hand after the Scrawl. I guess we could get like Scrawl, Double Prostrate, Tranquility, and like some powers or something. Yeah, okay. I like that idea. Could Vigilance first, but then we have 0 energy. Okay. We did get the Rush Down. We did get both Prostrates. Okay, well, there you go. Let's play the Prostrates. We don't need the block, but we do need the hand room. And I guess the Rush Down, hopefully hitting Wish. Oh my god, it did! Okay, we definitely need strength here. Because we need to end this fight really soon. And we don't have to play any more cards because we've got 5 cards in hand. So I think we're done. Okay, 16, 24 is how much he's attacking for, so we need to block for 10. Vigilance does that. Our hand is super full, so we probably want to play Like Water and Foresight, clear out a little bit of room. He is going to steal a card. There's only 4 cards here, so he actually could steal any of them. I think they steal Defends after non-basics, despite the fact that the framing makes them all look like commons. So he's going to take either Empty Blood or Tranquility. Neither one is a major loss. I don't really care. Okay, so let's start playing powers and see where the things land. We reach Heaven cost 0. Probably want to play that. Does that mean we go into Eruption this turn? We could, like, Eruption, reach Heaven. If we Vigilance and then go into Eruption, we block for 12 plus 14, so we block for 26, but they're hitting for 24, so that's... they'd hit for a bunch, hit for 22. Don't want that. So we have to Vigilance last. Or not enter Eruption. If we don't enter Eruption, we could Sash Whip on the Orbling to reduce damage a little bit. So that reduces damage to 6, blocking for 2. And this blocks for 5, so we'd be blocking for 7 and we take 3. Interesting. Okay, let's see what Foresight hits do. The follow-up. Okay, so now the follow-up is worth positive energy. So we should definitely play Reach Heaven follow-up. I think that's worth Eruption. We might as well. Does that kill the Orbling? 14 plus 30 is 44 plus 24. Yeah, it does. Okay. We're overblocking by a lot, but I forgot we were going to draw cards. It's unfortunate. This actually kills him perfectly. Seems pretty tempting. I think we want to play the Brilliance before we shuffle so that we get it back. So let's do that. He is going to take the Through Violence if I let him. Might as well just kill that guy since we can do it perfectly. And then follow up lets us exit Wrathmid. Okay. We want to save the Through Violence for when we're back in Wrath mode. We don't need any block until then. Alright, we need some hand room. I would like to play Reach Heaven. We can accomplish that with Reach Heaven, Prostrate, Defend. Not super efficient. We're spending all of our energy. Might want to save some. We could just not draw cards. We don't need to draw cards. I'm at the very least playing Prostrate. So we currently have 3, 6, 8 cards in hand, so we'd only draw 2. We're not going to need a million energy. Let's play Reach Heaven, Sash Whip. Get one of those artifact charges, draw a couple extra cards. He is attacking this turn. So we're probably going to play Vigilance. Might as well play Eruption for Vigilance. Which means we need the damage. Okay. I guess we're going into Divinity instead. Whoops. We have 2 Through Violences, so not a huge mistake. Just kidding, we have Lethal. Okay, great. That was a perfect boss fight, apparently. Watcher things. Do we want Devaform? Seems like Devaform would let us turbo and do rushdown stuff better. It's a power, so it lets us decost Wish and stuff. We would need a lot more card draw. Could take a second Scrawl or a Deus Ex Machina. Deus Ex Machina is a little bit bad with Runic Pyramid because now we'd have to keep only 4 cards in hand to prevent Deus Ex Machina from blocking a card draw, or from shuffling a Miracle, which is even worse. Crawl or Devaform. We would definitely like to not be a 3 energy deck, and Devaform makes you feel a lot less like a 3 energy deck. Devaform plus Mummified Hand means that you can sort of play Devaform and then like continue to have a turn. Plus we have Mummified Hand to hit Devaform. Although we haven't had a lot of luck hitting specific cards because of the defense and stuff that are still in the deck. But I will pick Devaform. I think it's probably pretty good. We managed to not spend either power and perfect the boss fight, which is staggering. So I guess we don't take the Bottle Miracle. There's the Curse Key. We did not take the whatchamacallit, Sapphire Key, so this would cost us. It's the only energy relic available. I don't like those numbers. Although you're right, in a pyramid situation, it does tell you your hand size, but it's not that hard to count how many cards in your hand. A little late for Black Star to be good. We're probably only getting like max 4 more elites if you count the Act 4 one. But like, should you really count the Act 4 one? Because then it just gives you 1 extra relic for the heart, yeah, which is often pretty useless. Pandora's Box would transform 3 defends. Those defends are not great. What's the worst thing they could transform into? Like, Weave? Yeah, there's really no bad answers. If they transform into powers, that's great because of Mummified Hand. If they transform into Mantra Synergy, that's great. We've got Mantra Synergy. If they transform into expensive cards or 0-cost cards, that's great. So it helps us target the Mummified Hand on the Devaform. If we get Cut Through Fates, that's great. The only real downside is that we lose 3 defends and the opportunity cost of a Curse Key. I don't really like taking Curse Keys in Act 2 boss relic because in Act 3, if we're being forced to hunt the Mega Elite, which we are, our pathing is super constricted. We like have to take a specific path sometimes. And if you take Curse Key, then you want to go to the mid-act chest, and then you want to go to a shop, right? So that you can get a curse, take the key, and then get rid of the curse at the shop. Thanks for the follow, Pips Mix. But you can't do that if your pathing is constrained by chasing the Mega Elite. So I don't think I like Curse Key here, although it's still better than Skip by a lot. Black Star also better than Skip. We're very relic poor. I don't know how we picked up so few relics, particularly in Act 2. We only got 3. And thanks for the follow, Amazon Sucks. Appreciate the support. Not sure if I agree with the sentiment. So I think Pandora's Box is the pick, but just because the other ones are a little bit weak in this situation. And because we just have like sort of a really wide synergy set, we're like pretty happy with any card that isn't defend. That being said, the defends are kind of the last way of blocking we have. We have like an empty body and some prostrates, which don't really generate enough block for Act 3. We do have a Vigilance Plus, but by picking Pandora's Box, we might actually get more block than the defends are, so let's pick it. Normally I like Pandora's Box a lot when you have an egg, and we don't have an egg, but as I talked about, the other ones just aren't that good, so. Alright, we got a Wallop, which is really nice with Divinity Mode. Second Sash Whip, which is bad, but does generate some block. And a Conjure Blade, which is pretty good with the Devaform. So I like it. Donu Deca. We've got 500 gold, so we should probably go to a shop. Maybe 2. We have to fight this guy. Yeah, a lot of Watcher runs depend on finding Talk to the Hand to block. We have a Like Water, is like the source of a lot of our block. Wish is sometimes block. We can make it happen, but yeah, we definitely need more block cards. Yeah, I didn't even think about Ice Cream plus Devaform. Ice Cream plus Devaform is nuts. yeah, we need cards that, like, block and draw, which is, like, there's only, like, one Watcher card that does that. There's the card that, like, if you've played a skill, draws 2 cards and blocks for 6. I think we're probably going to this shop, and then, like, that way or something. So, like, fight this elite, your heal, maybe go to a second shop, I guess, after the elite, could be. So, like, one of these 2 routes, and then we need to end up over here, so we can't fight this guy. Let's go to this question mark, and then these 2 elites. Yeah, I mean, Scry is kind of draw, but that kind of gets stretched really thin when you've got, you know, 10 energy. You're like, no, it needs to be actual draw, right? Like, it can't just be filtering. Okay. Vigilance blocks that pretty perfectly here. Let's play Foresight first and hope that it hits either Vigilance or Reach Oven. Scrawl. Well, I guess I'll take the 8 card draws while I have them for free. And maybe play some Prostrate. Well, that didn't work. We Contemplate for 0 to just draw more cards. Does it generate an expunger that does 0 damage? I actually don't know. Or does it just fail? I think it does generate an empty expunger. I think we're going to go off next turn with, like, Eruption, bunch of attacks, and then Tranquility. So I'll just leave this hand alone. I guess a lot of the block is being generated by the Horn Cleat and the Captain's Wheel, to be honest. We have a 3, 6, 9 card hand, so we only get to draw 1 of these. We have 2 Brilliances in hand, so I think we want the Prostrate. These are both powers, so they would decost other things. That'd be nice too. But I think I'll take the Prostrate. Alright, let's pull them up. Oh, that's lethal, great. Okay. Collect? No. We have too many hand size problems for collect, and, like, enough draw already. I skipped a wheel kick earlier. But it seems like now that we have Daviform, probably shouldn't skip a wheel kick. So I'll take a wheel kick. Falling. We need the Eruption. The Eruption is the only way to enter Wrath. Do we need the Eruption? Yeah, we have a Rush down. We can't lose the Eruption. Okay, and I don't think we want to lose the Daviform, so I guess we're losing Conjure Blade. I'm not super in love with Conjure Blade anyway, so I'm kind of happy to lose it. Kinda. Good. Bottled Flame, Lantern, or Cauldron. Yeah, sorry, Flintlock. I mean, I had to lose one of them, right? Falling. What do you do? What would we pick if we were gonna Bottled Flame? Probably Wallop? I'm not super happy with bottling a Wallop. Take a second Daviform. Lantern is really nice with Ice Cream, because if we don't need the energy, we can just save it. It says start your combat with an additional 1, but really it's just like gain additional 1 energy. It's like basically exactly the same as the starting relic, except that it never goes into your hand. Do we play Panache? Panache could do actually quite a bit. Cost 0, it's a power. We could buy Panache and Daviform. We could like Panache, Daviform card remove. What about Third Eye though? Third Eye and Deceive Reality both seem really good. We need some block. The first act boss is Donudeka. But there will be another one. We could card remove the unupgraded Sash Whip. Seems pretty good. It's a pretty bad card. I see. Well, it's not guaranteed to be Awakened 1, but it's either Awakened 1 or Time Lord for the second one. Fear No Evil's nice too. Fear No Evil's anything that costs 1 and enters Calm catches my eye a little bit, because then we could re-enter Wrath and draw more cards. We needed like a Tantrum. So Panache Deviform costs 300 and what, like 46? No, 56. 55. 355. So we would be able to card remove, and then we'd be left with 40 something. Okay. Oh wait, what about these? Yeah, how about like just Panache, Deviform, Deceive Reality, Third Eye? We end up adding 4 cards to the deck. That's kind of insane. Go up to a 25 card deck all of a sudden. I was pretty used to the deck feeling nice and thin. Adding a bunch of cards is pretty scary. What if the cards aren't good? What if they don't mesh? I feel like a critical part of the Slay the Spire loop is like, it doesn't give you too many cards too fast. Like I've played it with the draft modifier, where at the beginning of the game you pick a whole deck. And in addition to making the game way too easy, the draft modifier, like, it doesn't have the same flow as the regular game. So you end up making a deck that's kind of disjointed, because you can't go through fights and feel how it's wrong in the middle. But whatever. I think Panache, Deviform, Deceive Reality, Third Eye is pretty... Yeah, maybe we don't trigger Panache enough. Panache also just like only does 10 damage. Like, it's not a huge amount of damage. It doesn't scale with Deviform or anything. The main reason for Panache is just Mummified Hand. It's so good with Mummified Hand. And once we get 2 Deviforms, maybe we're like drawing enough cards to make that happen. Maybe we finally make that Scrawl good. Because if we do the Scrawl turn, it's like we end up playing like 20 cards a turn. And that's kind of crazy. 40 damage Panache. It's slow though. And slow is scary against the Heart and Spire elites. Panache also is AoE, and Donideka is an AoE fight, so there is going to be at least one of those challenges where that's useful. I think I like this line. Okay, bunch of new cards. A little bit worried. Deceive Reality paying off right away. Actually, I guess that overblocks a little bit. I guess we can block for 8 and then Sash Whip him. Oh, nope, that doesn't work because of energy. Okay, let's see what Rushdown decides we can play. Okay, so we can play the Sash Whip. Great. Eruption Wallop is always fun. We're already blocked out, so we could just like wish Third Eye or something. Are we going to another shop? No, we're probably not. We're not going to that shop, I don't think. We'll just rest afterwards. So probably the next shop is the Act 4 shop. Might as well wish for gold, though, if we can. And I think we can. I guess I don't need to play anything else, so I won't. Okay, wheel kick kills him. I think this is the turn we start doing stuff. So let's play Panache first. Wheel kick costs 0 now. Wow. Wheel kick does quite a bit of damage, so I'd like to land it on. I guess wall up on Spiker is probably what we need to do. What could we draw that's a better way to kill the Exploder? Doesn't look like there's any good options. We don't have anything that does like a small amount of damage. We're all out of strikes and stuff. Okay. Let's go with the wheel kick then. Let's play David Form. Get that ticking. The third eye now costs 0. And the cat is loud. Okay, let's play the third eye, get it out of hand. We don't need any of these for next turn. And we're currently holding 6 cards, so we should play one, I guess. Play the Vigilance. And Calm, give me extra energy next turn. Okay, let's go off with the Wallop, I suppose. Get that Spiker done with, and we've already used Wish, so there's no reason to drag this out. Just take the win. Cut Through Fate seems great. If we're gonna have double Deva form, we should probably have Cut Through Fate. 53 gold's a very cheap tomb of the Red Mask. We could have gotten. I guess we did get gold in the last fight, so we're giving up the gold we gained, but whatever. Red Mask, please. Alright. Need to block for 12 here, and we can't. So I guess we have to kill one of them. This does 21. Seems pretty efficient, because he's got 21 health. And I guess I'll sash with the other one to block a little bit. Maybe that was supposed to be the flex spot. I'm not sure. I don't think the flex spot would have been super efficient either way, but... Alright, so we need to kill one and block for 18. We've already blocked for 14, so Prostrate blocks out. And Reach Heaven kills one. We don't have to do anything else. We could... Yeah, we don't have to do anything else. We could make it more likely for Water to hit Vigilance, but we don't really care about that. Okay, time to do some stuff, because we're in trouble. Maybe we scrawl before we Water, so that Water could hit like a Deva form or something. I'm actually not sure that's what I want, because I kind of want it to hit Vigilance. We could Third Eye Cut Through Fate to both get 2 1-cost cards out of hand and potentially acquire like a Wish or Panache or something. Okay, so it looks like we're going for Panache? Panache. I think we can kill one of these 2... Let's see, he's 8. If we get Panache to trigger, that's 10, plus the 8 is not enough. If we use the Flex Spot, it's enough, but... I guess Flex Spot to save 25 health is pretty reasonable. We have Scrawl going too. We might get more damage. Okay, we will get more damage. We're going to scroll and then play Vigilance because we're going to go into Wrath mode. And then we're going to want to get out of it. We could play Empty Body first to draw an extra card. We do want to end in Calm, so we'll play Vigilance at the end of the turn. Actually, we're going to go Tranquility Eruption to get an extra energy. And then we can wallop this one to death. Only blocks for 13 here. Can we trigger Panache 2 more times? Seems pretty unlikely. We really need to, though. 2 more times would kill everything perfectly. We've got enough cards in hand to do it. 3, 6, 9, 10. We'd have to play every card, and we just don't have the energy for that. Coconut, you've been summoned. I never thought she'd get used to being held by one hand, but she actually did. She freaked out the first couple of times, but then she eventually got used to it. We can kill all the daggers. Wait, can we kill Reptomancer? That's true, Coconut. We should buy you a massive cat playpen. I think at some point I'm going to have a green screen here. I thought about putting a cat camera on the cat pillow that I have over here. Here, I'll just I'll show you really quick. So there's a little pillow here. This looks terrible. That she sits on. There's Glamour Shot, Coconut. But she actually doesn't like sitting on it while I'm streaming. I think I make too much noise. She's always bothered by that. Yeah, you're adorable, Coconut. Everybody knows it. Okay. Okay, so the last question I was asking was, do we have lethal on Reptomancer right now? Seems unlikely. We've got 3 Violence, Brilliance, and Wallop, I guess, is the max damage. Actually, no. Wheel Kick into Double Prostrate makes the Brilliance do more damage, I guess. That's what we want. I guess Empty Body. We could, like, Vigilance, Wheel Kick into Empty Body, do more stuff. Maybe that's our path to getting 2 Panache triggers. Not tremendously likely. I think I'd rather stick to the Wallop plan. Okay, so let's just Wallop him. End his Reign of Terror. And I guess just off one of these guys too. Oh no, I'll just weaken Reptomancer. I think that's worth almost as much health. And I'll go ahead and bonk her while I'm here. I think we've already blocked out. Yeah, by a lot. Okay. Need those calipers from last run. Would have gotten Prostrate Wound. We have 2 Brilliances in hand, and we can go into Divinity mode. I think we have lethal with 2 Brilliances in Divinity. Wheel Kick. Is there any way we can also Wish? I don't think so. Well, wait. If Foresight hits it, maybe. Oh wait, we have lots of energy. Yeah, so we can Wish. Cool. Wish for gold in a Reptomancer fight. Killer with Panache. Good old floor 40 Toxic Egg. That's exactly what I was looking for. Protect isn't bad. I don't mind protect at all. We need more defensive tools. Kinda. When we're going off like that, it seems like we generate lots of block. I'm not 100% sure where that like 80 block came from. I guess we played like Deceive Reality, Third Eye, Wallop. But pretty happy to see Protect. With double Daviform, Protect is very playable. And even without it, it's extremely card efficient. We don't want to go to a shop because we only have 59 gold, so we're going here. And I guess grabbing an upgrade. Oh wait, lifting, right? Let's see what upgrades we have available. Quite a few more than last time we were here. A couple of Daviforms. I wish Wheel Kick got a third card when you upgraded it. Wheel Kick's already really good though. Wallop has got quite a good upgrade. It only looks like 3 damage, but it's 3 damage and 3 block, which is quite a bit more. Probably don't need the Daviform upgrade. We might end up losing one at some point, but it's not a huge deal. Panache upgrade is just more damage. I wish that the Panache upgrade said every time you play 3 cards in a turn. That'd be fun. Be approximately the same amount of upgrade, just would feel better. Frustrate's not good. Yeah, I think we're just lifting. Okay. And we have to fight this guy because we need to go fight the Mega Elite. But I would love to fight the regular Elite. We have Daviform available. However, if we play it, we take 15. You're right, exercise. I have to lift too. If we pick Daviform and then it decosts specifically Protect, then we block out. I think I'll take that risk. Actually, there's no reason to. There's another Protect in the deck. We'll get there. I'll just play Protect now. And then hold the rest. Okay. We've got a Prostrate. They are hitting for a lot. 18 plus 9 is 27, plus 14 is 41. We can Sash Whip the front guy to reduce his damage by a bit. I don't think we can knock him down. I don't think we have enough damage for that. Third Eye Prostrate, both block as well. Set blocks for 11. I think we need all of that. Let's see what's on top. Deceive Reality is good too. Okay. Actually, maybe Empty Body with the Tranquility. We'll just save all of that for next turn. I don't think I need the Eruption anytime soon. Cut Through Fate can go get the Deceive Reality, and then Sash Whip is activated, and then Deceive Reality Safety is doing most of the blocking. Okay. Neat. Blocking for exactly 41. Oh. Overblocking by 6. Messed up the math somehow. Alright, he's hitting for 22, sitting for 9. That's 31. We could Tranquility Empty Body for some extra energy and some block. That would let us play Daviform and Wallop or something. Okay. I guess we're already blocked out, so we don't need to play Wallop, and we can't. Unless Foresight decides to be merciful. go ahead and shuffle the through violence. We don't need to play follow-up. No advantage playing it now. Okay. Got a bunch of powers. Rush down, Foresight, like water in hand. Probably going to kill this Darkling this turn, so we only need to block for 11. Wallop blocks for 11. So we just like Wallop follow-up to kill him. That seems great. Yeah, and then we need to work down this guy next. We need to concern ourselves with hand size a little bit here. So maybe Foresight helps us decost some other cards. I guess I'll play Sash Whip and Wheel Kick since that's card neutral. Okay. My cat is crazy. They're hitting for 27. We have like water up, so we can block for 19 pretty easily. Maybe we're knocking him down. Trying to see if I can fit in Wish. I think I'll draw it. I don't know if I'm playing it this turn necessarily. Panache is pretty helpful. Alright, I think we're going in with a bunch of stuff. We've got 6 energy. We get an Eruption and then exit into Vigilance. Let's play Panache first, obviously. Rush down, and then Eruption. That kills him. So let's kill him. Weaken him. Wish for gold. And then exit into Calm, I think. Maybe we should play through violence. No reason to save it particularly. We don't want to be skipping Prostrate. Sitting for 18 this turn. Can we knock him down? Yes. So we don't really care about Reach Heaven. I'll hold the Protect just in case something gets nasty later. I always want to play that. I think through violence and a Panache proc is probably how we're killing him. Oh man, I noticed like a bunch of times that we didn't have any way to do like 1 damage, but now we do. Now we have Panache. Okay. A duplication potion. Wow. Ooh, a second like water. That's excellent. We really, really like those like waters. That seems really good. Okay. This is our Sapphire Key. No regret for missing the boot. That's no love lost there. A Tesseract. Pretty happy with the Panache we got last time. We could look for another Panache. I don't know if we want 2 Panaches. That seems a little excessive. Several colorless cards involve drawing cards. Some of them involve tutoring, secret technique, and secret weapon. Tutor through your deck, which is really nice. So I think we're going all in here. I think we're going in for 10. There's a second Panache. Dark Shackles is amazing. Trip? No. I don't think we want any of these. Apotheosis, huh? Gets a Foresight, Reach Heaven, Follow-Up, Brilliance, Scrawl. David Forms are okay, Panache, Wheel Kick, yeah, I don't know, it doesn't really do anything. Cut Through Fate. We don't need upgrades anymore. Magnetism, I think, is a no. Enlightenment, I don't think we need. So it's really, I think, just the Dark Shackles over Panache that we're picking up. Which is kind of sad. But Dark Shackles is really good, so. Do we have to take Trip? We don't really need to remove artifact charges. We really just were looking for card draw here. And we didn't get it. Darn. Extra chest with a whetstone inside. Made that Apotheosis even worse. Okay, we don't have to do anything here. We could wish, just for fun, but it's the same if we wish or don't wish this turn, so we might as well keep our options open. Oh crap, I forgot to exercise the last card reward screen. We can Devaform with 7 energy. We could double Devaform. And empty body to block out. I think I like that. Well, I guess let's see what gets decosted. Reach Heaven. I guess Reach Heaven shuffles a through violence. We do want to get the hand size down to 5, so let's do that. Oh, great, we got a free wish. Okay. I'll respect Nemesis. We don't need the gold that badly, so I'll wish for strength. I guess I could have wished for plated armor to block this turn. But I don't really care. I'll play Reach Heaven just to get it out of hand. I don't want it costing 2, even though I have 2 copies of Devaform ticking. We're going to need every bit of energy. Eruption Wallop would be nice if we could get out of it into Calm. We might be able to get out of it if Skrull likes us. Alternately, we could just protect. Blocks for 34. Sash Whip reduces his damage to by 12 to 33. Yeah, okay, Sash Whip Protect does it. And then reducing hand size by playing Like Water. And then I guess Cut Through Fate is hand size neutral. And I'm happy with the Foresight and the Sash Whip. Alright, we're up to 8 energy. And we have Eruption Rushdown, so we got some card draw. Got a Skrull too. Unfortunately, he's intangible this turn. So we're mostly just trying to get our hand size down to 5. I guess we'll play the Rushdown and then not enter Wrath, probably. So play the 0-cost powers. I guess I should have played Panache first. I guess I'll let a Brilliance go so that I can play Sash Whip. And then Vigilance blocks out. And we get to retain 6 energy for next turn when we absolutely blow them up. Alright, Nemesis, you ready for this? We got 15 energy and a lot of attitude. He was not ready. Okay. Thread and Needle. Second wheel kick seems really good. I should lift though. Okay. Yeah, I think second wheel kick is almost obligatory for comboing out. We need more card draw. So let's get it. Alright, so we have to choose between lift and recall here. We need to recall before the boss fight. It would be nice to spend these last 2 campsites lifting and then recalling. Lifting gives us a little advantage in the Mega Elite fight, and then recalling is something we have to do. But if we have to rest after this Elite fight, then we need to recall now. Or I guess we could rest beforehand. Lifting and then recalling is really aggressive, but we've been really successful in the Elite fights so far. We could definitely stumble. And I think we'd be most likely to stumble against Slavers. So I think we're going to recall... Oh wait, it can't be Slavers, it's Act 3. Why am I still afraid of Slavers? Actually, yeah, are we afraid of any of the Act 3 elites? It could be Reptomancer again. The sort of like standard scariest Act 3 Mega Elite is Strength Reptomancer. Strength Reptomancer is quite intimidating. Extra health Giant Head can also be a pretty big deal, although we're well equipped to deal with Giant Head. We're basically not threatened at all by Giant Head because we just like combo out and get a million slow procs and blow them up. Although we could get both Daviforms in the bottom of the deck maybe. I think I feel confident enough to lift. It can't be Nemesis again. Nemesis is probably the hardest one. Okay. It's Reptomancer Metallicize. Okay. We have 2 potions. Should probably use one of them. No block is available, so we're basically just taking the 12. Or I guess it's 8, because we have Thread and Needle now. I'd like to save the Duplication Potion. I would like to save both, but I think we're going to use the Power Pot. Try and decost Daviform. With another Daviform? Okay. Well, now we don't care as much if we play this Daviform. And we can kill a dagger? Yeah. Okay. We could scrawl to look for block. We're only taking 2 damage, but I would like to perfect it if we can. We can, if we play Rushdown, we have a 1 in 3 chance of hitting Daviform. If we hit Wheel Kick, though, we're not sad about that either. So let's go for that. Scroll. I guess if we Wheel Kick him, we're most likely to kill him. I don't know about most likely. We kill him sometimes. But we also get like a Prostrate or something to block. I think I'll just play the Scroll though. So Wheel Kick Sash Whip kills him now if we want to. Why is this on 5? Did I just play it? I thought I played something else after. Yeah, I played, whatchamacallit? I played, gosh, what is that card called? Scry. Why didn't that count? It clearly didn't do AoE damage. Do you have to play 10 cards a turn to trigger Panache? You do, right? Yeah. Oh no, it's 5 cards a turn. Why is it still on 5? Does that mean if I just play 1 more card it blows up? It's very confusing. Yeah, no, it doesn't. So if we play 4 more cards, we can blow it up. We have 3 energy and 1 card costs 0, so we can make that happen. And then both Daviforms explode. That's not too bad. 1 Daviform's enough. Okay. We don't really need Wish in this fight. Okay. Alright. Deceive Reality Safety Wallop is probably our max block. Actually, no. Protect Vigilance, I guess, is our max block. Our block for 18 currently. 18 plus 28 is 46. She's hitting for 34 plus 9 is 43. Plus 9 is 52. So we would take 6 in that reality. I guess we get Dark Shackles. 9 plus 9 is 18. Congratulations, Lenny. You've discovered math. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because we've got 18 block and they're attacking for 18, so we're just blocking Reptomancer. It's an interesting way to think about it. I like that. Comes to the same conclusion. 28. 34 minus 28 is still 6. I guess Wallop also blocks for 12, so we don't have to play Vigilance. Which is probably good because we're in Calm right now, so we don't really need to re-enter Calm. Although Wallop has potential to block for more. I kind of want to kill a Dagger, though. I could do that with Wheel Kick Wallop, but that only blocks for 9. Well, I guess it blocks for 9 plus 12. It blocks for 7 less than the other plan. So we'd end up taking 13, and then Dark Shackles would block for 13. It's fine. Yeah, it kills a Dagger. Let's see what the cards are. Oops, I did this in the wrong order. Shit. I'm gonna restart the fight because that was wrong. I meant to Wallop first. Now I have to remember what happened. I power potted, took a Deva form, played the Deva form. Wheel kicked, followed up, and then did I play Rushdown this turn? Oh my god, is it all turn 1? Is it still turn 1? Yeah, I was hoping it would hit Deva form, and then I played Scrawl. Okay. And then I played Panache, and then I got confused because I thought I'd played Scrawl after Panache, but I played Panache after Scrawl. It's all coming back to me now. And then I played Sash Whip and got a Panache trigger. I'm doing this. Got rid of the Wish and the Cut Through Fate. I think I kept the Protect. Yeah, Protect was in hand, so I must have kept it. Okay. Sorry about the rewind. Okay. So then it was Wallop Wheel Kick. Did we do anything before that? No, we didn't. Okay. Wallop Wheel Kick. Prostrate. Need to block for 9 more, so I'll go to Dark Shackles. It's better on a multi-attack turn, but I don't mind it. Non-multi-attack turn. We can just block for 25. We're blocking for 24 passively this turn. So a single Like Water is good enough to block out. That being said, Eruption is fun. We have Rush Down and 5 energy. Let's see where this lands. On Eruption, huh? Okay, fair enough. Let's play the other one too. And play this. Okay, cool. He's killing himself, so we don't care about him. So let's just focus down. Reptomancer. Okay. I would like that through violence, please. Thank you. Okay. I would like another Wrath. That would be nice. I guess through violence kills a dagger. It's pretty efficient. Wow, through violence and brilliance both perfectly efficiently kill daggers. You have no idea how hard it is for me to not just push that button. Feels so good. Although Prostrate makes it do slightly more damage, so now we're wasting damage. No! But we do have lethal. 23. I guess Wheel Kick could draw cards. Those cards could be Eruption. Let's start with Prostrate and then draw some cards. Let's see there. Cut Through Fate can still draw it. Wheel Kick could draw it as well. Let's see. 3, 6, 9 cards. It's safe to Wheel Kick. Man, still didn't get it. We might have just sub-lethal anyway, though. Yeah, we do. Okay. Cool. A Bottled Lightning and an Emerald Key. Well, the Emerald Key we definitely want. I'm gonna think a little bit more about the Bottled Lightning. Probably want a Deceived Reality Plus. The deck has gotten quite fat. So up to 30 cards here. Maybe we don't want Deceived Reality Plus. We have some decent blocking tools now. 2 Like Waters, a Protect, Third Eye, another Deceive Reality, 2 Prostrates. Yeah, I think we're good without this Deceive Reality. Same time, it's a no. We don't need more damage. Same with Bowling Bash. Okay. Do we pick the Bottled Lightning? What skill would we want in our hand? Dark Shackles is really good. But it's not really, like, opening hand good. It's not, like, good in opening hand, right? We'll find it. Bottles are always weird with Runic Pyramid, because it's like, I'm gonna get whatever I need. I don't really need it to be in the opening hand specifically. So, like, what's the most useful against, like, the heart? Let's take oh, we can't do Like Water. We can do Protect. We don't have anything that, like, stacks while it retains. Okay, I guess something that's true about bottles is, like, we have Mummified Hand and a limited number of powers in the deck, right? So once we play all the powers, there's nothing else for the Mummified Hand is basically inactive, right? And there's a lot of powers in the deck, so I think what we want is to take either Wish or Protect, because they're expensive, and there's likely to be a power in our opening hand, and we want to hit expensive cards with it. So is it Wish or Protect? I think it's Wish. Okay. Alright, we have to recall here. We took a really aggressive line. We did the extra lift, so we came in coming into the boss fight fairly strong. Not full health, but strong. Okay, Like Water, Third Eye Vigilance blocks out. We can't necessarily do that. Let's see what Like Water hits. Okay, it hit Third Eye, so we can play Third Eye Vigilance. So let's do that. We need to find a Deva form, and none of these are it. So yeah. We don't need Prostrate this turn, so we'll save it. Okay, there's the Deva form. We're already blocked for 14, he's hitting for 30, so we need to block for 16 ideally. Empty Body blocks for a bunch and gets us energy. Actually, it only blocks for a net 3 because it drops us out of Calm, and we have Like Water up. But it blocks for net 3, gives us positive energy, and makes Foresight and Deva Form have 1 fewer targets. Ideally, we want Foresight to hit Deva Form and Deva Form to hit Wish. Can't really control that, but that'd be nice. So let's play Empty Body, get it out of hand. And I guess Foresight's next. We can play Follow-Up first. I don't hate that. Gives Foresight 1 fewer targets. So really the only miss is Scrawl at this point. Okay. Drat. Okay, well this is guaranteed to hit Wish, so that's nice. And I think we want the... Plated Armor would block out this turn, but I think it's important we get the Strength. So we are taking a little bit of damage for the Privilege here. We could Scrawl. If we don't Scrawl, we draw 5 cards next turn. If we do Scrawl, we draw 9 cards right now. And if we find more Prostrates, we can play them for free. We could also find like Panache or Rushdown or something. Yeah, I think we want to Prostrate. I was thinking about Scrawling first and then Prostrating. To save a card slot. No, that's fine. So let's go ahead and let's just draw the extra card. Maybe it'll be 0 cost and I'll want to play it anyway. Okay, we need to clear some hand room, so let's play Rushdown and Panache. Panache first, just in case. And then I guess Brilliance and Sash Whip. We want to target Donu first, which is kind of a shame because we probably want to target Dekka's artifact charges. He's more likely to be alive when we're actually applying debuffs, but that's okay. We're missing a Deva farm here, but that's fine. We're retaining 5 cards, which is what we want. Man, we managed to scrawl, drawing 10 cards, and then didn't overdraw any. That's kind of insane. Can't afford to skip Prostrate. We don't really need Reach Oven right now. We have a way of entering Calm, so we could go into Eruption and Wall Up to block. He's hitting for 30. We are blocking for 22 currently, so we need to find 8 more block. We can't Sash Whip him because he's got too many artifact charges. But we could remove Donu's last artifact charge, which seems pretty worthwhile. Like Water is going to block for 14 at the end of the turn, so we actually don't need to generate any block. The 14 at the end of the turn, plus the current 22 blocks out. So don't play any block cards, just play Eruption, and end with Tranquility. Okay, Sash Whip costs 0. Neat. I guess I'll keep Wallop for when it actually does stuff. We've got an awful lot of draw. I'll play Prostrate just to clear hand room here. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in hand. I could play Dark Shackles just to clear hand room, but Donu's attacking next turn, so Dark Shackles will be pretty useful right then. Just get overdrawn. Brilliance looks good. Vigilance. I think we need to keep Vigilance so that it's in hand to be ready for when we go into Wrath mode. Actually, our next stance change might be into Divinity. Because we're at 5, and I think the 2 are both coming up. No, just one of them's coming up? How's that possible? Do we have one in hand? Did one of them skip a shuffle? One of them must have skipped a shuffle. I didn't notice. I guess we don't need Vigilance right now. Okay. We might be able to kill Donu here. Eruption does 16. Brilliance is going to do 28 times 2 is 56. 56 plus 16 is 72. 72 plus... oh, I guess another one of these. 72 plus 48 is lethal. I believe. Actually, no, it's off by a very small amount. It's off by like 2. But we have Sash Whip to finish it up. Okay, well, I'll take lethal. Okay, we got 5 real cards in hand. Seems fine. There is a reason to, despite the Runic Pyramid Ice Cream interaction of like everything gets retained all the time. So most of the time we don't need to play cards like ahead of time at all, but there is actually a reason to here because Plated Armor has some sort of non-linear turn interactions, but I don't think any of them apply here because we don't have any attacks other than Wallop, which we want to save. Okay, he's hitting for, it's going to be, what, it starts out as 12, so now it's 18, yeah, 18 times 2. So 36 total. I guess it's whatever. So we're gonna need to find a stance exit, and none of these are that. Although this one helps me look for it, so I'll keep that one. All right. Prostrate is actually a stance exit. Oh wait, no, it's not. We need 2 of them. But it's free and it blocks, so I'll play it. I don't think we can kill him too. But it's not out of the question. We do have 9 energy. So let's take his plated armor off, or take his armor off and then do that to block. Empty Body, I guess, exits the stance too. Let's look for a calm. Vigilance blocks out here. Overblocks by a ton as well. But I don't see the alternative. I mean, I guess Empty Body. We could wheel kick Empty Body. Actually, yeah, that's worth doing. Or I guess Reach have an Empty Body. Okay. I should just play this Dark Shackles to get it out of hand. It's never going to be useful. Attacks are good. Is this lethal? Maybe. I don't think it matters too much. Let's just go. Okay. Alright, perfect first boss fight. Didn't spend either potion. And Time Eater is the second one. Time Eater is probably the harder of the two. We didn't manage to draw a power on turn 1, which is the whole reason we bottled the Wish. So that's unfortunate. We can block out with Dark Shackles here. Maybe this is the Duplication Potion. This is going to be a tough fight, is what I'm saying. We could Duplication Potion the Wish. I guess we can just not do that, too. Okay, yeah, let's just Dark Shackles. Saves us 18 health. 3 plated armor. We could play Reach Heaven if we wanted to draw the 3 violence, but we don't. Alright, need to play a Deva form. Might be worth Dupe Potting it. Let's see, what is Dupe Pot for in this run? Normally I like saving Dupe Pots for the heart if I can, because they're so powerful. Not sure we need that here. But like, is Dupe Pot on Deva form even useful in this fight? It just makes it so that we get a full clock cycle really frequently. I feel like Dupe Pot Wish is more useful. Yeah, maybe we Dupe Pot Wish for armor here. So we get 16 plated armor. And then we just never care about what he does. Or rather, we don't have to spend cards on blocking. Yeah, I think I like that. Oh, I should have played the Deva form first. In case it hits the... the other card that I played this turn. Alright, 20 plated armor. I think that's the most plated armor I've ever had. That's a lot. Do we play Like Water and Wheel Kick? I think no. I think we just play Like Water and like hopefully Brilliance or something. So we need to keep drawing cards, but we don't need to like turbo through the deck. We want to wait for that Deva form to tick. Okay, we're already blocked out, so we don't have to play anything. It would be nice to find a way of entering Calm. So I think I'll cut through Fate and look for one. It seems like I have a pretty clear path to getting like 1,000,000 energy in this fight by just like waiting and letting Ice Cream and Deva form fight over who loves me more. But I don't know if that helps me win the fight. But I think we can just end turn here. Alright, let's play 5 cards and proc his clock and start doing some damage. panache in this fight. Okay. Right, he's hitting for 45. We're blocking for 20, so we need to block for 25. Blocks for 12. Man, where is my call mentor? Let's find it. There it is. Rushdown's terrible in this fight. We don't need Tranquility and Vigilance. Wheel Kick draws a card. Not tremendously efficient to Wheel Kick while he is blocking. But I guess there's no other way to draw a card. I guess Scrawl draws. We don't need Scrawl to be huge this fight. Let's just Scrawl now. Okay, so now we blocked out, right? Blocking for 35 plus 14. Yeah, that blocks for over 45. Okay. Do we want to play more cards? Just for fun? Let's see, Eruption is already in the discard. 3, 6, 8 cards, so we're not shuffling currently. Would we rather shuffle or not shuffle? I guess if we play Foresight, we shuffle. Foresight seems important. Let's play Foresight. I don't mind leaving myself with 6 cards on the clock. Well, that's not plated armor. That's metallicized. That's a different effect. Although I don't think I've ever done that. Dual wield plus metallicized. It seems like if you're going to dual wield something, you don't want to dual wield like a searing blade or something. Let's just play this to develop a safety with that. Oh wait, that doesn't get a card out of hand. That was the whole point. Fine, I'll play Panache. Alright, I do want to play Devaform, I think. And I don't want to play Follow-Up. Okay, we found the Eruption. So this turn, I think we're going to proc the clock. So we're going to play 5 cards here. And the next turn we'll blow them up. Like Eruption, draw a bunch of cards, play 12 cards. So the 5 cards are going to involve Devaform. And I guess I can rush down. Wheel Kick. Okay, the Brilliances I'm going to save for next turn when we're in Eruption mode. Need to play 2 more, but they're all defensive tools, unfortunately. I don't want to exit my stance. Oh wait, I can exit my stance. The block doesn't matter right now. And I guess I'll play safety. How much is he attacking for? 54. We have a Call Mentor here, which is really important. We don't need the 3rd eye. Oh. Okay, confirm. Okay. Alright. Let's play 12 cards. Alright, we just do a little bit more attacking, and then he's gonna reset. So we'll leave him alone. We'll let him heal. I guess we need to play 3 cards while we let him heal. One of them can be Reach Heaven so that we get a through violence. Actually, I'm going to leave all of these so that we leave 0 cards in the draw pile. so that Reach Heaven, the 3 violence goes directly on top. Okay. Oh, so foolish. Never saw it coming. Alright. So, okay, I think we're blocking this turn. We're blocking until we can find, whatever the Wrath enter. We block for 34 per turn passively. He is attacking for 42, I believe. Yeah, 42. So we need to block for 8. We can do that with 1 card pretty easily. But if we only use 1 card, then we're never going to draw Eruption. I'd rather use this safety than any of the other cards. Protect blocks for more, and Vigilance re-enters Calm, which can be important. We're really looking for, I guess, either Eruption or Prostate Plus are cards we want, because we're close to getting a Divinity too. These aren't those. Darn, we missed. Okay, so let's just proc his clock again. We'll try to use the low damage cards while we're setting up. I guess if we cut through Fate and find one of those 2... Yeah, the Prostrate Minus is not what we're looking for. I'll take the Wheel Kick. Wallop does a bit of damage. I guess it's worth saving. We need to play 5 more cards. We don't want to play the Through Violences. I guess we can't. It looks like. So let's play the Protect. Okay, so now we're drawing 5. We'll proc his clock next turn and block out. And then we'll be set up for Wrath mode. We need the Brilliance, we need the Through Violence. We don't really need the Wheel Kick. Okay, there's Wrath mode. So we just have to block out this turn. He's hitting for 45. We passively block for 34, so we need to block for 11. We can do that easily. Actually, the only card left that does that is Vigilance. We have Tranquility, so we're not going to be out of Calm Enters. So I guess the cards are Vigilance, Slimed, and all these other ones are ones I wanted to play next turn. I guess I don't need Tranquility, because I think we're killing him next turn. Okay. That's a big commitment. Maybe I don't want to do that. I'll just play that through the follow-up. It's not very much damage to miss out on. Actually, am I blocking out? So 34 plus 9. So actually, no. I forgot that I was frail. So that's unfortunate. Well, there's no cards in my hand that block, so... I only get to play 1 more, so... I guess I am not perfecting this one. That puts us in Divinity, which seems good. We don't really need to enter Wrath if we can go into Divinity. With 3 Through Violences. Super over lethal. Okay. Darn, we took some damage. I thought we were going to perfect both, but we didn't. On to the next act. I never thought we were going to saturate our Gira value, but we did. We got all 3 of them. Don't really need to rest for 10 HP. Let's see, what do we want? Probably Cut Through Fate upgrade. I think Sash Whip we're probably removing, so we probably don't want the upgrade on that. Maybe Wallop. Wallop is pretty useful. Yeah, let's do Wallop. What do you got for me, Shop? Abacus. Wave of the Hand. We actually have quite a bit of weak from the 2 copies of Sash Whip. So maybe we don't need Wave of the Hand. A 3rd Wheel Kick. Panacea would block some heart stuff, which would be really nice. So we could like Panacea, card remove the what is it called? Sash Whip. Happy Flower is actually surprisingly good. Happy Flower with Ice Cream is kind of insane. Panacea Speed Pot is here, that's true. That's a good point. We could do Panacea 2 pots too. Panacea Speed Pot Explosive. Maybe Energy Pot actually. Energy Pot's like not quite as good as Happy Flower, but it's not worse either. It only applies in 1 fight, but it costs 1/3 as much. Probably does approximately the same thing. I do like Panacea Speed Pot, that's a really good eye. So we're gonna do that and the Energy Pot. Okay. I don't know if we're ready, but... Alright, we did get Daviform turn 1. Once again, no block. If Daviform hits Wish, we can Wish for Plated Armor, that blocks out. It's a 1 in 4. We're probably using the Energy Potion this turn. We could use Brilliant Sash Whip before Daviform to encourage Daviform to hit Wish. And then even if it misses, it hits Wheel Kick, and we can Wheel Kick. Okay. Ooh, it did hit Wish. Okay. Oof. This is a nightmare. This is a bad turn too. No block. I guess Foresight hitting Wheel Kick is pretty good. So let's try and make that happen. Good. And then we have Rushdown hitting either Like Water or Wheel Kick gives us another go. Or Empty Body, I guess. Well, Like Water is now guaranteed to hit Wheel Kick, so I guess that works. Well, I guess we're playing Empty Body Prostrate. We could block for an additional 10 this turn with Speed Pot. Not quite what it was intended for. We have 14 block and 12 passive block, so we are blocking for 26. And then we're blocking for 14 in excess of that, so blocking for 40. So we're taking 21. And Speed Pot would only block for 10. Yeah, I think we would need more from it than that. So we'll just take 21. Yeah, that was not a good outcome. Dark Shackles is pretty good. We need to turn around, and we probably need to enter Calm. So I'll get rid of Protect to optimize my chances of finding a way to turn around. Which we didn't get, but we did with 7 energy and a scroll, so we'll probably find something. Let's see if we can hit Vigilance here. Excellent. I guess we want to draw more cards. We're saving the Dark Shackles for Spire Spear. Okay. So we could get a Panache proc, and we can turn around pretty easily now. Turning around blocks all the damage. Let's see what Panache has. Wallop. Probably don't want to turn around with Wallop. We need to save that for when we actually need the block. Follow-up is free and reduces hand size. Prefer to be doing my damage to Spire Spear. I turned around a little too early. I guess I could play 2 more attacks. I could, like, Brilliance and then Sash Whip. Okay. Severely non-optimal there. Like, wasted a bunch of damage on Spire Shield. We're gonna turn around with Dark Shackles reduces all of his damage, basically. So we might actually want to end facing Shield. We're probably generating enough block that it doesn't matter. But Eruption seems good. Okay. Panacea we can play whenever. I'd like to kill him this turn, if possible. Looks possible. We need to play 10 more cards to proc Dark Shackles, or proc, sorry, Panache. So I think we're going to go back to using the Dark Shackles for block over here. I used up my only ways of turning around. That's irritating. We're already blocked for 37, so maybe we just block for 11 more and stay in Wrath mode. Yeah. Okay. Come at me. This blocks the burn, too. Even though I didn't include it in my math. And we'll get a free turnaround when we kill Spire Spear next turn. No thank you to the 2 burns. Alright, Sash Whip turns around pretty efficiently. And then we can actually apply some weak to Spire Shield. And it looks like kill him as well. But not this turn. Wheel Kick will do it next turn. Oh, Panache, right. Toy Ornithopter. Well, that'll be worth 5 health. Establishment is too slow in the Heart fight. Just Lucky's actually kind of nice. It blocks its own beat damage, but doesn't do much more than that. It is pretty good with the 5 permanent decks, so I think I will pick it. Alright, we might actually not end up lining up Panacea with the speed pot. Panacea might end up being on the Hearts debuffs. So we can guarantee a decost on Wish here. It'll cost us some health. I guess we could just play Wish. Yeah, I'd like to save the Sash Whip for next turn, right? Weak could be really relevant. So that means we can't focus Panache on Wish. Beat does not decrease plated armor. Plated armor is from attack damage only. Unblocked attack damage. I guess we just play nothing. It doesn't really cost us anything to wait. He is weak, that's true, so if we stacked up the weak... that's true. But there's no reason to do it now, I guess. So I'll just wait. None of these cards are going away, nor is the energy. Okay. Big attack first, which means the weak is at its max value here. Let's start with the Just Lucky. Actually, let's see, can we draw cards? Because if we can draw cards and we draw the Panacea, we win a Panacea speed pot before we're just lucky. Let's see. We need to find a Daviform. That's something that's really important. So we want to just lucky before we draw so that we can scry and get rid of non-Daviforms. And we also don't have any way to draw. Okay. So we'll just lucky and then Sash Whip and protect. Don't need that yet. That blocks quite a bit. This is net positive health by a tiny amount. Then I guess we play the slime to get it out of hand. No, we need the empty body. We just play empty body. Unless the stance exit's going to be useful later, but I don't think that'll be too useful. Ouch. Okay, we might have to blow the Dark Shackles early. Ideally, you're waiting a couple cycles before you Dark Shackles the multi-attack. Because he gets more strength and then the multi-attack gets scarier. But we don't really have a good way of blocking right now, and we need to get set up, so we need to play like Daviform this turn. So let's try to decost Daviform with Panache. See if we can hit that. Hit Wheel Kick instead. Wheel Kick could hit more powers. But if we don't play Wheel Kick, Daviform has a higher chance of hitting Wish, which would be nice. Let's see more cards. Another Wheel Kick, okay. With the Brilliance. Lovely. Okay, so we need to... I don't want to play the Wheel Kick, because then we could draw the other Daviform and lose it. So we want to play Dark Shackles. This is not a good Dark Shackles. Alright, we're going to play Dark Shackles, and then we're going to clear out some hand room. Until we run out of extra armor, basically. Okay, we're out of extra armor because the burn's taking the last one. Okay. Alright, there's the Panacea finally. And another Daviform. Let's see if we can convince Likewire to hit Daviform. We do lose a little bit of health to the beat for doing this, but it's okay. Nope. See if Reality blocks the beat damage. We'll safety 2. No. We'll just play Daviform. I was going to safety just to avoid Daviform hitting safety with the decost, but that's silly. Okay, we finally hit the Wish. And I think we need to choose Strength. Okay. And we don't need to do any of these other ones this turn, so we won't. Okay, we have 8 energy. And we're going to have 5 permanent decks, so hopefully we can get there for blocking for 60 here. Let's get that dex. I'll put Prostrate first so we block the beat damage. We have a Wrath enter, but we don't have a Wrath exit. Oh, I guess we do have Wrath exit. My mistake. I think safety's getting played. Same with Cut Through Fate. That wound is with us forever now. Alright, we need to speed up. So I'm going to take the rush down and play the powers. This guaranteed hits Wheel Kick. So I'm going to draw a bunch of cards. And Wallop blocks for a bunch. We're getting there to 60. Yes, Scrawl gets us the other Like Water, probably. Actually, that's guaranteed, right? Yeah. It also gets us a Void, so we'll be a little careful about that. I think we're going to be fine, though. I guess we could Third Eye around it, but I kind of want to get rid of the Void. So there we go. We got back to the Eruption. That's interesting. Wheel Kick wants to go again. Okay, fine with me. This is not entering Divinity. And then we block out. Okay. I guess, yeah, that is blocking out. Okay, great. Alright, he is doing the big attack. Eruption Wallop should get us there. We have to kind of trust that we'll find a Calm enter, which is not guaranteed. Sash Up is not useful. He's got his artifact charges up. Brilliance is just raw damage, but it's pretty good raw damage. I guess I'll skip it. Okay. I'll Third Eye before I Eruption to try and find the Calm enter. None of those are that. Still no Calm enter. Maybe Cut Through Fate finds it. There it is. We also have a Divinity enter available. Let's do that one next turn. We're already pretty close to a damage cap here. Reach Heaven gives us a Through Violence on our Divinity turn. That seems good. Okay, great. Right, yeah, obviously we want those. We already looked at them. Alright. So I guess we Eruption and then Divinity enter. Unless we want to exit in Wrath mode. Exiting in Wrath mode's not crazy. The problem with that is we don't get the card draw from what is it called? Rushdown. So I think we're going to Empty Body first, both to block the beat damage and to draw the Rushdown cards. This is definitely going to be a damage cap, and we've got him just about perfect. So if we damage cap him twice, we kill him because he's at 399. Didn't do that on purpose, but I would have if I could have. It was mostly just focused on surviving previous turns. And now we've turned the corner for sure. $108. Holy cow. Okay, well we need to get a damage cap. So 108 plus 81 is pretty close to a damage cap. In fact, it is a damage cap. And then I guess we'll save the rest for getting a damage cap next turn. Or do we keep the easy damage cap for next turn and try and find a sneakier one this turn with Wheel Kick? It seems like we can find do a better job. We'll get a damage cap this turn pretty much no matter what, right? So we'll keep the through violence and brilliance since those make it really easy to get a damage cap next turn. And we'll try to find one with wheel kick this turn. Yeah, looks like we got there. Okay, great. So brilliance should be lethal next turn. There's our damage cap. Follow-up is okay. Actually, we need a Wrath Enter? Is that true? Let's look for a Wrath Enter. Let's make sure. I don't think I need a Wrath Enter, but I'm gonna look for one. Actually, is there a Wrath Enter there? There's not. Okay. Fair enough. Let's get Protect out of the way so that we draw an extra card. And then hopefully this is enough. Yeah, it's enough. Okay. Okay, let's reach Heaven first, and then Wheel Kick, still looking for a Wrath Enter. Oops, don't want to die to beat damage. It's very possible. There's the Wrath Enter, okay. Cool. That was a good one. I don't know if I've ever had like a very seriously brilliance-focused Divinity deck. We didn't go into Divinity a lot of times during this run. I think we only entered Divinity like maybe 4 or 5 times. Maybe that's not true. It didn't seem like we were in Divinity a lot. Yeah, we almost got under 3 hours. I think that would be my like first on-stream watch or win in under 3 hours if it had been. I think most of them are over 4. Pretty weird that we picked Panache, but we were really we didn't have very many relics at all. We were like had a very short relic bar, but one of those relics was Mummified Hand and another one was Runic Pyramid, so Ice Cream as well. Pretty weird one. Ice Cream, Daviform, Runic Pyramid. Really let us set up a lot of stuff. We took a lot of risks to get those Gira procs too. We took some very risky pathing decisions where it was like, well, if we lift first, maybe we'll have enough to get through it, and we did. Yeah, the Gira strength and the Wish strength gave us like 6 strength, or 7 strength, pretty reliably. And if you go into Divinity mode and you have 7 strength, every attack is doing 21 extra damage, which is enough. A lot of card draw. Picked up a bunch of Wheel Kicks at the end. Wallop is very helpful. The Like Waters were huge, actually. The Like Waters blocked for a ton and activated our Mummified Hand. I mean, honestly, it's a combo deck, right? We just had 2 copies of Daviform and then like a bunch of card draw. And just like, we were just wheeling and dealing. I did not think we were going to win after we had Dark Shackles the first multi-attack. After we Dark Shackles the first multi-attack, I was like, we scale up really quick, but so does the Heart. And if we don't scale up as quick as him, he's going to kill us next multi-attack. But we scaled up way faster than him. We got consistent damage caps, and not even the Heart's going to survive that for too long. Also, I don't remember who called it out, but somebody called out the Panacea Speed Pot in the shop. And I would have missed it. Road XLX called it out, and I would have missed that, so I would have lost the run probably, because that was really important. Yeah. Cool. Well, that was a good one.